I think the thing that I would really like to achieve is to actually have the ability to support Aboriginal people become lawyers and then to practice law in the regional communities or where they're most needed. I think the profession is in a good position to respond to the needs of Aboriginal peoples because firstly a lot of their historical issues have been caused by well-intentioned perhaps, but laws which haven't had the effect that one would have thought was intended. And so lawyers are very conscious of that, and I think that they see the problems. Lawyers at the coalface working in criminal law and juvenile justice and care and protection proceedings, native title, all of those areas of law are ones in which lawyers touch these clients, and I think that that gives us a unique perspective and it gives us the ability to identify those the needs of those clients and see what can be done about it. The plan is designed, of course, to be non-political, but clearly issues such as constitutional recognition is something that is going to be considered. The intervention laws that have passed recently again in the Northern Territory is something that is a matter of concern to us. At some level, the Law Society of New South Wales will be dealing with those issues through the Law Council of Australia. So when it's a national issue, we will work through the Law Council of Australia. The Law Society of New South Wales will be focusing on New South Wales issues. One of the issues that we're going to have to face immediately, and it has already been the subject of some discussion in our Indigenous Issue Committee, is the income management process that's being put into place in a number of areas. And the first of those is Bankstown here in Sydney, and there are plans apparently to extend it to both Shell Harbour in the south and Wyong on the central coast. So that's an issue that we're going to be looking at quite closely. One of our plans is to engage school communities as much as possible, and we will be working primarily with Ngalaya, the Aboriginal Lawyers Corporation, to use their representatives really to speak in schools which have a high, or indeed any Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander student population. So we want to hold up to these students, the school students, that there is a real benefit to them in finishing school, going through year 10, year 12, on to further studies, looking at ways they can access professions. So there are multiple entry points for the legal profession, for example, and to give them a clear understanding that these goals are achievable.